Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Friday, May 31st. Happy Friday, everybody. And Bill is back with us this morning. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Good to be back. Hopefully you all have had a nice week thus far. It's been a wet one, though, hasn't it? And that has pretty much eradicated the drought conditions across the region, so some good news there. Now, yesterday's numbers, fairly seasonable. Mid-70s were common, 76 in Eau Claire and Black River Falls, 75 in La Crosse, and 74 in Prairie du Chien. We're starting this morning with a partly cloudy sky over downtown, 75 and 50, the numbers from yesterday, so not too far off those averages of 77 and 56. No rainfall for a change. Look at that record high today. One of the warmer readings we've seen in La Crosse, 107. That was in 1934. Sunrise time this morning, well, that occurred at 5:26, and the sun sets this evening at 8:40. Now, I'm tracking some rain showers, and they are trying to kind of knock on the door of our far western communities, Fillmore County, Olmsted County, the Rochester area, Wabasha, Pepin, and Dunn counties, but this shower activity is running into some drier air, so it's going to have trouble shifting east. Current temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for most, those some low to mid 40s in Black River Falls, Sparta, that is, and Volk Field. Partly to mostly cloudy today, chance for those thunder showers, especially north and west. Chances increase region-wide later today and into tonight. Fairly seasonable with a high in La Crosse around 79. I'll have many more details with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
We will see you then, Bill. Thank you. This morning, former President Donald Trump is expected to hold a press conference after a Manhattan jury made him the first former U.S. president to be convicted of a crime. CBS News' Jared Hill is outside of Trump Tower with more on the verdict, the reaction, and what comes next.
Former President Donald Trump, now a convicted felon, is vowing to appeal.
I'm a very innocent man.
Trump was convicted on all 34 counts of falsifying business records to hide reimbursements to former fixer Michael Cohen, who paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 in the run-up to the 2016 election. That money to keep quiet about an alleged sexual encounter with Trump. It took the 12 jurors 11 hours to reach a verdict.
The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
With the fight out of the courtroom for now, former President Trump turned to politics, attending a fundraiser last night after his guilty verdict. This conviction putting an unprecedented spin on the presidential election.
The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
The Trump campaign almost immediately pushed fundraising messages, claiming he's a political prisoner. President Biden's campaign also fundraising with a message: there is still only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box. Trump's sentencing is scheduled for July 11th, just 4 days before the Republican National Convention.
The charges in the case carry fines and a maximum prison sentence of up to 4 years each. The White House counsel's office released a statement after the verdict saying, quote, "We respect the rule of the law and have no additional comment." People who don't support the former president are glad he's convicted, but his supporters have other thoughts, as News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall reports.
After a 6-week trial, Donald Trump supporters say a guilty verdict is a sign of things to come.
I think it's a scam. I think our judicial system is going down the hole, and I think if we don't fight back and stop this pretty soon, we're all going to be in trouble.
If you watched any part of it, then it was just a kind of a sham thing. I mean, they wouldn't change the venue. He wasn't going to get a fair shake in New York. Most people know that. So this is anything unexpected.
The jury found that Trump illegally falsified business records to cover up a payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels just before the 2016 election. Margie Krogman says the justice system played out how it's supposed to.
I'm grateful that our legal system is working, and I'm interested to see how it plays out in the election.
Others are also pleased with the verdict, but think it's unfair that Trump can still run for office after conviction.
Well, I think that shows a rather serious flaw in the political system. Something's amiss, right, that this can happen.
In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now this morning.
The man who allegedly shot at someone after losing a fight outside of a Winona apartment complex is sentenced to 3 years in jail. 20-year-old Jaden Jesse pleaded guilty to a felony charge of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon in a plea deal after officials say he fired 2 rounds at his opponent after losing the fight. 2 other charges were dropped in the plea deal. And happening tomorrow, a public candlelight vigil will be held in Levy Park at 7:30 to honor Madeline Kingsbury's birthday and provide resources for victims of domestic violence. Kingsbury's body was discovered last June after she went missing for several months. Adam Fravel, the father of her children, is accused of killing her and is awaiting trial, with the venue expected to be decided by midsummer. And police in Rice Lake are still searching for a missing woman. 39-year-old Melissa Davis was last seen May 13th near Allen Street and Main Street in Rice Lake. Police say her family hasn't had any contact with her since then. Davis is 5'4" with brown hair and hazel eyes. Rice Lake PD is asking anyone with any information on her whereabouts to contact them at the number at the bottom of your screen. The La Crosse County Health Department is warning against swimming in Neshonoc Lake. Recent beach tests conducted by the county show a significant amount of E. coli at the lake campground. It's not high enough to close the campground, but warnings are being posted online. All other beaches are well below that warning threshold. The town of Campbell will drill 3 Sentinel wells at its town hall. The wells will monitor the flow of PFAS contamination from a shallow contaminated aquifer to the clean Mount Simon aquifer below. They'll gauge the spread of PFAS and test the strength of the rock layer between the aquifers. Officials say this could help neighboring communities take proactive measures.
Having a heads up that it's moving in your direction and this is the rate of how quickly it's moving can potentially help those communities say, okay, what can we do now?
La Crosse County will cover the $500,000 cost of the project. The wells will take 2 to 3 weeks to dig, and then officials can test as often as they need. Drilling is expected to start Monday. A project to improve safety on Wisconsin Highway 16 in Sparta also set to begin Monday. Governor Tony Evers signed off on just over $300,000 for WisDOT to start work on the stretch between the east junction of Hamlet Avenue and Alpine Drive. Crews there will add a 2-way left turn lane and seal coat on 16, plus a right turn lane at the Hamlet Avenue intersection. Hamlet will be closed during that right turn lane construction. The project is set to finish late next month. Gear up for an action-packed weekend in the Coulee region and Chippewa Valley. The Wisconsin DNR waiving all state park admission fees, special fishing licenses, and trail passes this weekend. All 50 state parks will be open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., and both residents and non-residents can fish without a license or trout and salmon stamps. In Eau Claire, the Pablo Center at the Confluence presents Viva by the Eau Claire School of Dance with shows on Saturday at 5:30 and Sunday at 1:30 and 5:30. Tickets are $27. West Salem celebrates June Dairy Days this weekend, featuring dairy food, beer tents, a carnival, live music, a 5K, a car show, and a parade. The event kicks off today with the Festival Board's annual lunch at Westview at noon. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news, over 1 million Medline bed assist rails are being recalled this morning over a possible entrapment hazard. Coming up, we will take a look at where they were sold and what you should do if you own one. And school's out, so that means many teens will be trying to keep busy by looking for a summer job. After the break, we'll take a look at why some analysts say now may be the perfect time to get your teens looking and interviewing. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A zoo in England is releasing this new footage of 11 vulnerable Humboldt penguin chicks that hatched last month. The Chester Zoo says the group was born between April 11th and 18th, the highest number of penguin chicks to hatch during their hatching season. The new chicks are being named after plants like nettle, tulip, and dandelion. One of the zoo managers says all of the chicks are currently doing well and they are happy and healthy. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is after the break.
Reed and Chelsea along with you. And you're like, man, what a shame it all. And I said, Chelsea, it's summer though. And you can agree to do things when they get to you first. Like in February, when you're shack wacky, you're like, absolutely, we'll go do that. And then you get to July and you're like, I wish we had a break. I wish we had a weekend that we had a break.
I need a moment.
We don't live in a state or an area where you have 9 months of the year.
No.
So what you get with it?
There's a beauty to it though, Reed.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Hey, welcome back and a good Friday morning to you. Most school districts are out for the summer. In case there's a few leftovers, I thought we would do a school cast for one more day to wrap up the month of May. 59 at 7 a.m., 73 by lunchtime, 79 this afternoon. Chance for some hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms today, especially to the north and west. And then those rain chances increase in scattered fashion later today and into tonight region-wide. Look at this cutie for our dog walking forecast for today. This is Bear hoping to walk with Steve at some point. This morning will be decent, green paw for that, partly to mostly cloudy, dry for most, and then a chance for some hit and miss showers and isolated thunder this afternoon and into this evening. And again, the best chances north and west. In fact, partly cloudy sky over downtown La Crosse right now. What you need to know, those rain chances today, highest to the north and west. We all see some scattered shower activity tonight and into our Saturday, although Saturday's not looking like an all-day washout, and then mainly dry on Sunday. Satellite radar showing some scattered showers impacting far western parts of the viewing area, primarily over towards Rochester, some hit and miss showers in Wabasha, Pepin, and Dunn counties. These are going to run into some drier air as they shift to the east, so they will have trouble in doing so. Low to mid 40s in our traditional cool spots to the north and east, the rest of us in the 55 to 60 degree range, and we will see highs today in La Crosse right around 79. Again, those chances for showers, especially north and west, maybe have that rain gear handy just in case. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecasts in about 3 or 4 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, more than 1 million portable bed rails are being recalled after 2 reported deaths. The recall involves 2 models of this Bed Assist Bar adult portable bed rail, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. The products pose a risk of entrapment and asphyxia because users can become trapped within the rail or between the rail and mattress. The rails were sold online through Medline's website and retailers like Amazon, Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens. Anyone with the recalled items should stop using it immediately and contact Medline for a refund. Before you pour yourself that second glass of orange juice, you might want to be aware that orange juice prices are on the rise. Prices have been going up for years, and while costs are stabilizing among other foods, the citrus industry is still having trouble after having to deal with recent diseases and the effects of 2022's Hurricane Ian. Some relief may be on the way. The Department of Agriculture's April forecast predicted a 19% higher orange harvest this year. The IRS says it'll expand its free online tax filing program in 2025. The Direct File program helps provide a step-by-step process to taxpayers with certain simple federal returns. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen called the pilot program a success after more than 140,000 people used it. It will now roll out to all 50 states as well as Washington, D.C., and is estimated to cost $75 million. The agency also plans to gradually increase the number of taxpayers eligible to use Direct File over the coming years. After favoring sports, academics, and other pursuits the last few summers, teens are headed back to work, and inflation may be a key driver. Karen Kaifa takes a look at why more teens will pick up more summer jobs this year and how to start the search.
Teens are expected to job hunt in a big way this summer, and some key sectors will welcome the help.
Jobs that teens typically usually fill, recreation, food service, a lot of those employers in those sectors are having a hard time filling those roles. And so in some ways, the teen summer surge couldn't come at a better time.
A report by outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas forecasts teens will see an additional 1.3 million jobs in May, June, and July. This, as the Bureau of Labor Statistics showed more than 5.8 million teens between age 16 and 19 employed during the month of April, an increase from about 5.7 million the year prior. Challenger says part of the push is the squeeze of inflation on teens and families. Mark Hamrick, senior economic analyst at Bankrate, says the job market is in their favor.
The good news here is that the job market remains strong. There is more demand for workers than there is supply of workers.
Aaron Terrazas, chief economist at Glassdoor, says employers realize teens won't come to interviews with lengthy resumes, but a teen does need to show up ready to work.
They do want to see is some signal of persistence, dedication, and that this employee is going to be a reliable worker.
And Hamrick says the financial lessons of a summer job can go beyond the workplace.
The experience, not to mention the income that's associated with real work, is something that is very meaningful and important for the development of all young people.
That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:17. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at our forecast.
Well, good morning, Alexandra. Before we get to that forecast, a quick review of the month of May temperature-wise. We're on the last day, believe it or not, of the month today. Boy, where did May go, right? Most of the month was warm until this past week. In fact, all week long, we've had below average numbers, although the past 2 days we've had highs in the mid-70s, so not much below. But 9 days of the month have been below average. 1 day, the 22nd, was right at average, and 20 of the days have been above average. Now, because of some rain showers, that's one reason we've been below average this week with temperatures. And because of all that rain and the recent wet pattern, the drought has been erased for the most part. Just a couple of abnormally dry areas left over, parts of far southern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa, and southeastern parts of your area abnormally dry as well. But boy, we are well above average here in La Crosse. 6.71 inches of rainfall. That is about 2.5 inches above average for the month of May. So it's no wonder the drought conditions are going bye-bye. So some good news there. All right, we've got some clouds off to the west, but some sunshine over downtown La Crosse, where it's 58 degrees at the station, 58 out at the airport. Winds out of the south-southeast at 11, and the Mississippi is falling 8.85 feet. Eau Claire, mainly cloudy for you, 60 degrees. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10, and the Chippewa River on the decline as well. So temperatures primarily in the mid-50s to around 60 degrees, but our traditional cooler spots of the east in the low to mid-40s, like Black River Falls, Sparta, and Volk Field. Now, I'm showing you to the dew points because the air is quite dry locally, upper 30s to lower 40s. Those dew points will come up this afternoon, but some rain showers to our west will run into that dry air this morning. By the way, winds out of the south and southeast around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So you can see on radar some showers, isolated thunder from Rochester up through parts of Wabasha, Pepin, and Dunn counties. But again, as this runs into some drier air, this whole line of showers is going to have trouble shifting too far to the east, but as this cold front gets closer, those rain chances will increase later today and into tonight. So Sky Tracker will show that. Showers and isolated thunder primarily north and west of La Crosse this morning and even into this afternoon. Just a slight chance here in La Crosse, better chances to the north and west. And then finally, we all have a chance for some scattered showers overnight tonight and into Saturday, especially Saturday morning. And then the activity a lot more hit and miss in the afternoon. So it's not looking like an all-day washout for our Saturday. And then Sunday's looking mainly dry before another chance of storms arrives Sunday night. Rain trackers showing minimal amounts for most areas, but some higher totals to the north and west, where that rain will be, those rain chances will be highest today. Zone forecast showing fairly seasonable temperatures, upper 70s in the La Crosse area, maybe a few spots touching 80 down to the south, otherwise mid to upper 70s as we head back to the north. Coolest readings far north, mid to upper 60s in Ladysmith and other parts of Rusk County. 79 in La Crosse, that chance of thunder showers. Best chances north and west. Tonight, chance of showers, isolated thunder, lows near 62. Chance of showers tomorrow, isolated thunder, 78. Not an all-day washout, though. Sunday, dry, 81. Chance of storms Sunday night into Monday, 79. Another chance of storms later Tuesday, 84. Some low-end rain chances next Wednesday and Friday. And cooler temperatures later next week with highs in the lower 70s. So, again, if you're heading to any of those outdoor plans, the track meet today or tomorrow, June Dairy Days, have that rain gear handy just in case. Alexandra?
All right, Bill, thank you. The time now is 6:20. Still ahead on your morning news. The Bangor Library is getting a new environmentally friendly energy source put on its roof. Coming up, News 8 Now's Allison Fergit gives us a closer look at the library's bright, energy-efficient future and why it won't cost residents a dime.
Coming up in sports, we've got postseason softball. The Hillsboro Tigers were looking to punch their ticket to state for the first time in school history. And the Brewers hoping to wrap up their series with a win over the Cubs. That and more coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin. But this was my childhood home. Graduated East High. Became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Decorative no-dig fencing is perfect for walkways, and it's easy to install. Simply line up the panels and tap the posts into the ground. These Broadway panels are just $19.98 each after rebate. Check out our huge selection of electronic lock sets. This TrueBolt electronic deadbolt locks with a simple touch and allows for up to 50 programmable user codes. Get one today for $69.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I got friends of mine that really need hearing aids, more than I do, and I suggested to them, and you can really tell somebody that needs hearing aids that doesn't have them. I'm very happy with my hearing aids. They've changed my life. My wife is happy that I have them, and I wanted to do local, and it's really good here. You come by anytime you want to. If you got any questions or to pick up batteries or to have your hearing aids cleaned, they're always available, so it's really handy.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Hi, Mike on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln in Winona. Right now we're doing an Escape blowout. Brand new from $26,990, and that's less than a used one. Sugarloaf Ford never messes around on pricing. $26,990 for brand new all-wheel drive Escapes, and they're loaded. Low or no down payments and payments you can afford. We have less than 10 left, so they won't last long at this price. Bring your trade, don't waste any time, and get to the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, Winona.
Is there such a thing as too many strawberries?
I don't know, Stan. Is there such a thing as too many sunsets?
Or too many rainbows?
The new Strawberry Freshtival is here with our new Fresh Strawberry Mega Pancake Platter, only at Perkins.
We know there's many places you could go for local news, weather, and sports, but we're humbled and honored that you made News 8 Now your #1 choice. You expect more, and so do we. Thanks for watching.
The Morning Blitz. We're on to the sectional final game in the softball postseason, and the Hillsboro Tigers were looking to punch their ticket to state for the first time in school history. No easy task, however. When you make it this far, every game gets more difficult. New Lisbon, the site for this section final. The Assumption Royals, the top seed. Hillsboro looking to play spoiler, but the Royals were hitting early and often. Runner on third, pop fly to right field. That's good for a sac fly. Assumption in front. Third inning. Macy Volert steps in and she crushes this pitch over the left field fence for a huge home run, and they weren't done. Later, it's Ariana Carvana up to bat. She gets a hold of this one deep to center field. Another home run for the Royals as Hillsboro's run falls one game away from state. Assumption moving on 10-0. We've got some Cardinal on Cardinal action as Bangor look to remain undefeated, hosting Aliva Strum. Chase Horseman on the mound for Bangor. He's been solid all year, picking up a strikeout to start the game, but Aliva Strum came ready to play. Tyler Webb on the mound for them, and he was lights out, keeping the Bangor bats quiet. They, on offense, was stringing together a few hits and runs as Aliva Strum hands Bangor their first and only loss of the season, 3-2. Wow. All right, all eyes were in Milwaukee yesterday afternoon. The Brewers looking to take the series over the Cubs. The Brewer offense exploded 2 nights ago, tallying 10 hits and 10 runs. In a win yesterday, the Brewers would take a 5-game lead heading into the weekend. Let's go to American Family Field. Beautiful day for a ball game, and it wouldn't take long for the fans to see some action. First inning, Cody Bellinger is going to take Colin Ray deep. That's a solo shot. Cubs lead. Second inning, we're tied at 1, and with a runner on, Joey Ortiz lines one past the glove of the third baseman, and it's trouble. Frelick trying to score from first. The throw in, not in time. The Brewers take the lead. One more look at it, just does get his hand in there. Next batter, Blake Perkins lines one right back up the middle. Ortiz scores from second. Brewers go up 2. But later in the 7th, Seiya Suzuki going to come up to the plate, and he's going to tie this game up with one swing of the bat. A runner on, and Suzuki sends it over the left field wall for a 2-run shot. We're tied at 3. The teams would trade a run, and then in the 8th, Gary Sanchez. He gets a hold of one deep to center field. Defense giving chase, but that ball is gone. A 2-run shot. Brewers lead 6-4. Peguero in to close it out. Ground ball to third. The throw over to first is in time. Ball game. Brewers with a big series win over Chicago, 6-4. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard to get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love, like this sunshade rocker, just $59.99. A Milwaukee brushless drill driver kit, $99. This DeWalt battery combo pack, only $149. Plus, a Blaine's gift card makes the perfect Father's Day gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Pleasureland RV has proudly served the Upper Midwest for more than 5 decades, and we're happy to announce our newest location in West Salem, Wisconsin. We're celebrating with friends and family discounts on remaining 2022s at all Pleasureland locations. Get a new Sunset Trail travel trailer for $225 a month, or a new Grand Design Transcend travel trailer for $233 a month. Let our family help your family get camping with the RV of your dreams at the 8th location celebration, only at Pleasureland RV, now open in West Salem, best in the Midwest.
Hi, Blue Angels fans. I'm Lieutenant Connor O'Donnell, Blue Angel number 7. We are so excited to be headed your way this 2024 show season to bring to you the world-famous Blue Angels flight demonstration. It is our honor and privilege to represent the sailors and Marines of the fleet while we show you the raw power of naval aviation. We hope to see you at our upcoming show.
The Blue Angels return to lacrosse June 15th and 16th. Family fun awaits at the D. Slayton Airfest. Tickets online only.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical news, a new study from Sweden shows a possible link between tattoos and a form of cancer called malignant lymphoma. Researchers found people with at least one tattoo presented with the cancer 21% more often than people without any ink, but it was not clear as to why. Scientists theorize it could be caused by low-grade inflammation, or the ink could get into your lymph system. Many experts say that the study doesn't show a statistically significant increased risk, and more research needs to be done. Which do you think is healthier, using marijuana daily or drinking alcohol daily? Experts say it depends. Studies show having just one drink a day can raise your blood pressure, trigger an irregular heartbeat, and even shrink your brain. Other studies show that when you smoke marijuana, you may have an increased risk of stroke or heart attack, and the CDC warns that using cannabis before age 25 can damage young people's brains. How is it determined which patients get a transplant? Turns out when it comes to kidneys, race played a part until now. David Schumann spoke with a woman with a new kidney who says without this change, she'd still be waiting for one.
This is 1 month out from kidney transplant surgery.
I'm doing so well.
Living with stage 5 chronic kidney disease, Bernadette Johnson had 5 donors fall through until the 6th turned out to be the charm.
I also had to show some level of strength, but I have to tell you, nobody should have to show this much strength. It was very hard.
A lot goes into someone's placement on the transplant waiting list, including, of course, if there's a match out there. But one of the factors is how long the wait's been. Bernadette got a big boost there.
I was on the list for 2 years, but after they did the recalculation, I was on the list for 5 years and 8 months.
That adjustment was the result of the medical world removing race as a component in a test that estimates kidney function.
I could still be waiting.
Hennepin Healthcare's chief of nephrology says the test had been systematically causing black people's results to come back as higher, which in some cases may have affected their eligibility for a transplant.
They required all transplant centers to go back and reevaluate and then go through the charts of all black patients to see whether they could document that they would have, under the newer equation, had a lower estimated kidney function sooner, and then to adjust their time back.
Dr. Kirsten Johansson says there's still plenty of work to do to address racial disparities in health outcomes.
Among people with kidney failure requiring either dialysis or transplant, it's almost 4 times higher for black people than for white people. It's also higher among Hispanics.
In Bernadette's case, the culprits were diabetes and hypertension, 2 risk factors that occur at higher rates in black people.
There's no silver bullet to any of this. Just trying to take control of my own health and becoming my best advocate.
Senator Tammy Baldwin made a campaign stop in La Crosse, highlighting her efforts to lower inhaler prices. She joined health officials at Gunderson's Medical Foundation. Baldwin and other lawmakers previously launched an investigation into major inhaler producers. Several of those companies voluntarily agreed to cap out-of-pocket inhaler costs at $35 a month. One pediatrician who joined Baldwin says those reduced prices will solve a problem he's noticed with his patients.
We would prescribe some medicine and find out later that they could not afford it, so therefore they either didn't pick up the prescription, or they would ration the amount of medicine, or they couldn't send it to school or to their sporting event because of the cost of the inhaler.
Baldwin says those efforts in Congress are about increasing transparency in healthcare. She says now it's important to make sure the 3 companies follow through on their promises. UWL is set to host the high school state track and field championships this weekend. While it's an exciting time for lacrosse, the influx of traffic to the area is causing some safety concerns. Sergeant Brooke Pataska of the LCPD is advising people to be more aware of your surroundings. She says construction on Rose Street and Copeland Avenue could slow down traffic, making it more prone to accidents.
So there might be some traffic backed up, but just be aware of if things are changing, if lanes are changing. Be cognizant of those changes.
With the recent increase in car break-ins, Pataska also advises everyone to lock your vehicles and keep your valuable items out of sight. The Bangor Library is getting a new cost-effective and environmentally friendly energy source. And as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, it won't cost Bangor residents a dime.
In January, the Hammond Climate Solutions Foundation approached the Bangor Library about going solar. After a bad storm damaged the old roof, it presented the perfect opportunity for a change. Bangor librarian Sherry Axelson presented the idea to the village board, who unanimously approved the project this month.
If the sun can heat us and cool us and turn our lights on, and it doesn't cost us anything, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Protecting the environment motivated Bangor Village Board trustee John McHugh to support the measure.
I've been for solar for a long time and trying to replace fossil fuels.
The project will be funded through a combination of sources. A $20,000 grant from the Hammond Climate Solutions Foundation will cover a chunk, as well as an $11,000 federal tax credit. 2 anonymous donors have also come forward to get the project across the finish line. That means community members won't see any higher taxes, and the library's overall energy costs will be reduced once the panels are installed. The project will make Bangor's library the first in La Crosse County to be powered through solar. In a statement to News 8, Axelson said, quote, "Not only will it be saving taxpayer dollars, it will also be a great teaching tool for the school classes who come and visit the library and are interested in learning about solar." Reporting in Bangor, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now, this morning.
There is one snag to the project. The California-based organization providing the grant is currently out of grant money. The project now on hold until that group can fulfill its promise. The time now is 6:36. Here's News 8 meteorologist Bill Grawl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Hi, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. It's looking pretty good for most. In fact, a live look through CityCam will show sunshine over downtown La Crosse. Some clouds off to the west, though, with some showers there. All is quiet on the interstates in the region as well. My drivecast for this Friday does include a chance for some showers and isolated thunder. Best chances today will be north and west, but we all have at least a chance, especially later today and into tonight. So maybe have that rain gear handy just in case. In fact, you can see some showers right now stretching from the far northwestern corner of Fillmore County through Olmsted County, Wabasha County, Pepin, and Dunn counties. And as this rain tries to move eastward into some drier air, some of that's going to fall apart, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Upper 50s to lower 60s for most, low to mid 40s in our traditional cool spots of the north and east. Partly to mostly cloudy with that chance of showers. Again, the highest chances north and west, fairly seasonable today, with highs in La Crosse around 79 degrees. I will have many more details with my 8-day forecast coming up on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. Twins Bryson and Easton are turning 8 today. They love playing baseball, football, and going fishing. And Beatrice is turning 88. She is an energetic and caring person to be around. Happy birthday to all of them. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Today is Foodie Friday here on News 8 Now. Coming up, we'll be sampling some fudge, some fun fudge flavors like pickle from Valley Fudge and Candy. Stay with us.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Every day, we get to know more about California multimillionaire Eric Hovde, a CEO whose bank makes millions at our seniors' expense. Hovde's bank even owns a nursing home being sued for elder abuse and wrongful death. No wonder Hovde said most seniors shouldn't vote. Listen,
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Eric Hovde, a California CEO we can't trust to look out for our families. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Get an 11% rebate on your outdoor project at Menards. We have the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscape blocks and AC2 pressure-treated lumber and decking. Plus, you can plan your deck or concrete landscaping project using our easy do-it-yourself design programs and get a free estimate fast. Get an 11% rebate on landscaping blocks and AC2 pressure-treated lumber and decking today.
Save big money at Menards.
If you're not a caregiver now, you will be someday. Nomo can help. Nomo uses simple motion and movement sensors to check on mom's day inside the house. Mom's in the kitchen? It shows up in the Nomo app. Mom opens the fridge? You know. And when something you expect doesn't happen, you know that too. Normal day for mom? Good to know. Not normal. That's when you need to know. No more, worry less. Nomo Smart Care. N-O-M-O Smart Care.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Hey, welcome back and a good Friday morning to you. A special good morning to all of you in town for the WIAA State Track Meet out at UWL. Do have some rain chances in the forecast, but the best chances today north and west of La Crosse, although some of these showers may creep into the area, especially this afternoon. And then tomorrow, chance of scattered showers as well, isolated thunder. Not an all-day washout, though. So my best advice, just have that rain gear handy just in case and keep an eye on the radar. Temperatures both days in the upper 70s, southeast to south winds today at 5 to 15. South winds tomorrow, also 5 to 15 miles per hour. Good luck to all the athletes out there today and tomorrow. High symptoms across the board for your allergy report for pine trees and grass today. Medium to high for tomorrow. And your mowing forecast, again, you may have to dodge some rain chances today and tomorrow, but lots of dry time both days, especially today. And Sunday's looking dry with a high of 81. Partly cloudy right now. We've got some thicker clouds off to our west, 58 degrees at the airport and downtown. Winds out of the south-southeast at 11 and the Mississippi falling 8.85 feet. Eau Claire, mainly cloudy for you, 60 degrees. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 and the Chippewa River on the fall as well. Current temperatures in the 55 to 60 degree range for most, even a 61 in Winona. Low to mid 40s though in our traditional cooler spots like Black River Falls, Sparta, and over towards Volk Field, Camp Douglas. Dew points, I'm showing these to you because they're fairly dry and indicating some dry air this morning. They do come up this afternoon a bit into the mid-50s. Winds out of the south-southeast at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So as these showers run into that drier air, they could kind of decrease or fall apart, but you can see a little line of showers from far northwestern Fillmore County through Olmsted and Wabasha counties up into Pepin and Dunn counties. And as this cold front kind of shifts to the east, those rain chances will increase region-wide later today and into tonight. So Sky Tracker shows the showers having trouble pushing east. Most of the rain chances today to the north and west of La Crosse, even a few thunderstorms, and then better chances for rain region-wide as we head into tonight and into Saturday morning, and then the rain chances become a lot more scattered or hit and miss tomorrow afternoon. Sunday's looking dry before another chance of storms Sunday night and into Monday. Rain trackers showing the highest totals for rainfall today and tonight and even into tomorrow north and west of La Crosse, but we all have a chance for some rain showers at times, especially tonight and tomorrow morning. Zone forecast showing highs today, upper 70s in the La Crosse area, maybe a couple spots reaching 80 degrees in our southern communities. So we head back to the north, generally mid to upper 70s. Far north, some upper 60s in Ladysmith and Rusk County, lower 70s in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. So for today, partly to mostly cloudy, that chance of thunder showers, especially this afternoon. Highest rain chances today north and west, though, 79 for the high. Tonight, 62 with scattered showers, isolated thunder. Tomorrow, some rain showers scattered about, especially in the morning, 78 for the high. Dry Sunday, 81. Chance of storms Sunday night and Monday, 79. Another chance of storms later Tuesday and Tuesday night, 84. Some low-end rain chances next Wednesday and Friday, and a bit cooler later in the week with highs in the low 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's the latest check of my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with Foodie Friday.
Every week for Foodie Friday, we talk with the business people and artisans behind outstanding restaurants, bars, cafes, and more. This week, we are excited to be joined by Valley Fudge and Candy for this Foodie Friday. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good
morning.
Thank you for being here. So you brought such a beautiful display. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. We started, Valley Fudge and Candy really started kind of by accident.
Okay.
Not meaning to be a big business. We just, I wanted to be in a little craft show in the fall of 2016 after we had moved back because all the ladies in town were participating and I'm not very crafty. So Steve said, well, let's make some fudge because everybody buys candy at a craft show. And I thought, okay, well, okay, we'll do it. So we made a couple hundred pieces that are this size way back then, and we had about 8 different traditional flavors of fudge. And it sold out in 2 days, and I was amazed. And then people started asking me, are you the lady making fudge? And it just kind of went from there.
Okay, it's really blossomed.
Yeah, it's really blossomed.
Wow, and you brought a lot of flavors. Smells so good. Tell us what you did bring today for us.
Well, let's see, we brought everything from the traditional flavors, mint chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, good old chocolate fudge, all different kinds. We have strawberry margarita, orange cream, lemon lavender. We like to create lots of fun flavors. The lemon lavender, we were on vacation quite a few years ago and said, oh, this little lemon lavender fizz is so good, let's make it into fudge. So we do that a lot. And our team helps us create different things.
Okay, and you have a pickle.
Yes.
Pickle fudge, right? That's
pickle.
this one, right? Okay,
Right there.
I'll have to try this while you tell us how this came to be. And you're well known for this, right?
Well, it's a fun one. That came about because a store in Milwaukee called the Pickle Barrel, I think, called one day and said, would you make a pickle fudge for us? So
okay, definitely
said,
taste the pickle.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
We'll try it. So yes, if people like pickles, they like it. It's not my favorite of all our 50+ flavors, but it's really fun.
And people seek it out, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They come to the store. When we started talking about the dill pickle fudge, people would come to the store and ask about it. When we go to a show, people will say, "Where's the dill pickle?"
Yeah, and that's the one I wanted to try. So interesting. A subtle hint of pickle for sure, but pickle is all the rage these days.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your location, your hours, and how people can find you and come in and try some for themselves.
Okay, Steve, you want to do
Well, we're at 219 Central Avenue, right on the main street in Coon Valley, Wisconsin.
Okay.
We're inside the Sweet Valley Artisans. So we're open 7 days a week.
Okay, wow. And what are those hours?
So most days there are now 8 until 5, and then Sunday we are 11 to 4.
Okay, perfect. And then if people want to learn more about your products, do you have a website or a social media, anywhere we can go to learn more?
Yes, we do. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, Valley Fudge and Candy, and then we have a website, valleyfudgeandcandy.com. People from all over the country order fudge, both retail and wholesale from us now.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much for being here this morning to tell us about your business.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. The brand new 2024 models have arrived and we could not be more excited to get you on yours. In addition to a bunch of cool new colors, our Street Glides and Road Glides are completely redesigned for 2024. The all-new Street Glide and Road Glide feature a brand new fairing design, LED lights, upgraded engine, and a brand new 9-inch touchscreen display, plus more. Stop by Great River Harley or come out to one of our events and experience the ride for yourself.
The Blue Angels return to the Deke Slayton Airfest June 15th and 16th at the La Crosse Regional Airport. Since 1946, the Blue Angels showcase the excitement, precision, and power of naval aviation. The 2024 Airfest also features Michael Goulian performing in his Extra 330 SC, Susan Dacey with Big Barnstorming Super Steerman Big Red, plus so much more. Online tickets only. Visit airfest.com to purchase your tickets today.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right. So we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind. Because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Good news? Yeah.
This is your family. You're not anywhere else other than right here, and I feel that.
Turn you time into Drew time.
We make this show for you. Just take it with you.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. Download the News 8000 app today.
Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. Police in Rice Lake are still searching for a missing woman. 39-year-old Melissa Davis was last seen May 13th near Allen Street and Main Street in Rice Lake. Police say her family has not had contact with her since. She is 5'4" with brown hair and hazel eyes. Rice Lake PD asking anyone with information on her whereabouts to contact them at the number on your screen. Happening tomorrow, a public candlelight vigil will be held in Levy Park at 7:30 to honor Madeline Kingsbury's birthday and provide resources for victims of domestic violence. Kingsbury's body was discovered last June after she went missing for several months. Adam Fravel, the father of her children, is accused of killing her and is awaiting trial, with the venue expected to be decided by midsummer. Moscow is threatening the U.S. and NATO for a history-making policy change. It says NATO will have to answer for letting Ukraine use its munitions for strikes inside Russia. This comes as two officials with knowledge of the White House decision to allow Ukraine to fire into Russia say it's just for the Kharkiv region, doesn't include long-range missiles, and it's only for counterfire or to stop an attack that is preparing. The Russian foreign minister says if the U.S. deploys intermediate and short-range missiles in Europe and Asia, Moscow could react with nuclear deterrence. A jury in the Manhattan criminal trial of former President Trump found him guilty on all 34 felony counts after deliberating less than 2 hours. I think they deliberated longer than that. Trump was accused of falsifying business records to cover up an alleged sexual encounter with adult film star Stormy Daniels. The judge has set Trump's sentencing for July 11th, just 4 days before the Republican National Convention expected to be held in Milwaukee. Trump faces up to 4 years in prison, but could be given probation instead. The La Crosse County Health Department is warning against swimming in Neshonoc Lake. Recent beach tests conducted by the county show a significant amount of E. coli at the lake campground. It's not high enough to close the campground, but warnings are being posted online. All other beaches are well below the warning threshold. UWL is hosting the high school state track and field championships this weekend. While it's an exciting time for lacrosse, the influx of traffic to the area is causing some safety concerns. Sergeant Brooke Pataska of the LCPD is advising people to be more aware of their surroundings. She says construction on Rose Street and Copeland Avenue could slow down traffic, making it more prone to accidents.
So there might be some traffic backed up, but just be aware of if things are changing, if lanes are changing. Be cognizant of those changes.
With the recent increase in car break-ins, Pataska also advises everyone to lock your vehicles and keep valuables out of sight. A project to improve safety on Wisconsin Highway 16 in Sparta begins Monday. Governor Tony Evers signed off on just over $300,000 for WisDOT to start work on the stretch between the east junction of Hamlet Avenue and Alpine Drive. Crews will add a two-way left turn lane and seal code on 16, plus a right turn lane at the Hamlet Avenue intersection. Hamlet will be closed during that right turn lane construction. The project is set to finish by late June. Gear up for an action-packed weekend in the Coulee region and Chippewa Valley. The Wisconsin DNR is waiving all state park admission fees, special fishing licenses, and trail passes this weekend. All 50 state parks will be open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., and both residents and non-residents can fish without a license or trout and salmon stamps. In Eau Claire, the Pablo Center at the Confluence presents Viva by the Eau Claire School of Dance, with shows Saturday at 5:30 and Sunday at 1:30 and 5:30. Tickets are $27. West Salem celebrates June Dairy Days this weekend, featuring dairy, food, beer tents, a carnival, music, a 5K, a car show, and a parade. The event kicks off today with the Festival Board's annual lunch at Westview at noon.
Tracking some showers, isolated thunder in far western parts of the Boone area. You can see portions of, far western Fillmore County, Olmsted County, Wabasha, Pepin, Dunn County, seeing this narrow line of showers that is running into some drier air, so it should weaken as it shifts to the east. Current temps, upper 50s to around 60 in La Crosse and Eau Claire, some low to mid 40s to the north and east. And we'll see highs today around 79. Chance of showers region-wide later today, but this morning, the best chances north and west. Scattered showers tomorrow, but not an all-day washout, 78. Dry Sunday with a high of 81.
All right, thank you, Bill. A 12-year-old from Florida beating 244 others last night to win the 96th annual Scripps National Spelling Bee. Bruhat Soma is taking home a $50,000 prize in addition to a big trophy, a reference library from Merriam-Webster, and other prizes. Soma secured the top spot after the second ever spell-off, when the two top contenders had to spell as many words as possible in 90 seconds. Soma said he was really excited and he practiced very hard in the past year to prepare. I bet he did. Congrats to him. And thank you for starting your Friday morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We'll see you back here